Forecast looked good last night, so we removed the outer cover of our tent to have a better view of the stars and the sunrise.
Good morning, sun. How are you? Skies above. Gee, it's
Oh yeah, I'm making some breakfast. Alright, we're looking at public enemy number 1. We have some poison ivy on the trail. Leaves of 3, let it be, turning yellow in the summer. Caused Deanna quite a bit of discomfort. Alright, we have made it to the Whispering Pines campground, where we have a resupply, a bit more food, and hopefully some tasty treats. We just picked up a resupply box at Whispering Pines campground. We got our waters refilled. Deanna, your pack looks and feels, I'm sure, a bit heavier. How's it going?
It's heavy.
Heavy? Mine too. Mine too. All right, it is starting to rain. Might be just about time to get on our ponchos. Yep, getting a little wet here. Trail update. We are 6 days in. We have gone about 75, 80 miles, and we have walked all the way from Wind Cave National Park, just north of Hot Springs, South Dakota. We're now significantly north of the line of Rapid City, just to our east. So, feels like progress. Deanna, what do you think?
Stronger every day.
Stronger every day. Not easy, but worth it. And now, continues. We have more friends. I don't know if you guys can tell this from the video, but there is not a lot of people we have seen on this trail the last 6 days. I could probably count on 2 hands the number of hikers and horseback riders we've seen. It's crazy. Well, at least the cows are friendly. Hi, friend. I think they might be a little too friendly. Oh dear.
You can give us from just a piece of them.
No, don't give it food. We are now running just because we want this to be over faster. It means a slightly longer break at our next trailhead. Looks like some people off-roading or ATVing. It's a very different kind of fun, a little bit faster than ours, and they might be stuck. Sweet driving. Oh yeah. Well done, well done. Oh, taking it at speed. Okay, okay. How to filter water. Step 1, straddle legs far apart and obtain water from natural source. Step 2, take microfiber filter, which filters out all bacteria and most contaminants, and screw on to natural water source. Step 3, invert and let water drain into preferred receptacle. Squeezing can help. And voila, just like that, you have yourself some crystal clear water. We are taking a short detour off the trail, half mile, to the tiny little town of Nemo, 500 people, for some food, for perhaps some ointment for Deanna's poison ivy, and maybe a hotel. Depends on how we feel. Wish us luck. The Sturgis Motorcycle Rally's going on this week as well. 10 days of the biggest motorcycle meetup in the world. Usually they have over 500,000 motorcycles. That's a lot of motorcycles. Good morning, folks. Day 7 here. I'm not going to be melancholy about our tent site last night, which, as you can see, was on a hill because we're going up a 3-mile slope. We just ran out of sunlight, ran out of gas long before we could make it to the top. So we camped on a slope, didn't get very good sleep. And the dew was crazy. We were wet when we woke up, so I'll be happy to leave this campsite behind and find a better one tonight. We are trying to regularly raise our legs above our heads in order to improve blood flow and circulation, hopefully help prevent blisters and swelling and soreness. We'll see if it works. Is that Bear Butte? No. All right, we have reached Lake Dalton, which is the last reliable water source for about 24 miles. So we're gonna drink as much as humanly possible right now. We're gonna refill all of our water, stock up as much as we can, and we're gonna have a long, dry stretch ahead. All right, we have reached the gorgeous gorge of the Centennial Trail. That's a big one. Walking through a dry creek bed. This trail would be a little bit more interesting if it was flowing water. All right, morning on day 8, and we have just passed our first fellow hiker in probably 4 or 5 days. South Dakotans are an outdoor bunch, doing a lot of hunting, fishing, boating, horseback riding. Not a huge hiking community though, apparently, but it was good to see somebody else on the trail. You know you've been hiking too long when a flat, well-groomed, non-gravelly trail feels like a miracle. But wow, this is nice. We might need to get on our ponchos now, because rain is escalating. Oh dear. The storm is playing with our emotions a little bit. Started raining pretty heavy, and in the minute it took for us to get our ponchos on, the rain lightened and then started to stop. But still a lot of lightning and thunder. I don't know if you can hear that, but maybe it'll rain on us again. What we are looking at here is the very end of the Black Hills. It's the start of the plains right there, shrouded in the haze of a misty, rainy day. That means we're almost done with our adventure. We've almost hiked through the entire Black Hills mountain range. What do you think about that?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, some people want to be known as a nice person. I'd rather be known as a fun guy.
Yes.
This section is reminding us of the Forbidden Forest. We are friends.
They're not bears.
Uh-oh. Young?
No. Well, she's 8, so
Mid young.
but yeah, no, she's old enough to know better.
Sure. Have a great day, guys. Oh. Guys, I'm a little sad. We're about to leave the Black Hills and the forest behind and enter the prairie flatland again.
I'm very happy about it.
She doesn't want any more mountains. She's over mountains, both up and down. But it is pretty here. Alright, we are almost at the end of our Centennial trip. I have made a wish, and here we go.
Woo!
We are leaving the last vestiges of the Misty Mountains behind us, coming to the end of our journey. In the far distance, Erebor, the lonely mountain. How to set up a trekking pole tent. Step 1, remove from bag. Step 2, unroll. Step 3, flatten on the ground. Step 4, press stake firmly into ground on all 4 corners. 2, 3, and 4. Step 5, press trekking pole into grommet and lengthen. Insert other trekking pole on other side and lengthen, then lock. Congratulations, you have just set up your very first trekking pole tent. Alright, this is our very last backpackers campsite for the Centennial Trail. We are headed to Bear Butte there tomorrow morning. Be there around noon or 1 p.m. And we are coming from the Black Hills over there. All right, our last day on trail. We had our best camp breakdown thus far. We woke up at 6 and had all of our stuff packed up by 6:30. So we're getting our earliest start. Usually it takes us an hour and a half. This time we are ready in under an hour. And we are headed to Bear Butte, finishing off our trail. The sunrise was beautiful. Now it's a little cloudier, but still very pretty out right now. All right, leaving the Black Hills behind. Just one more hill ahead. Black Butte. about to start our final ascent of Bear Butte.
Sunshine. Woo! We did it! We finished the Centennial!
Yeah!
Sunshine. Sunshine. Sunshine.
I think I found it now. What I've been looking for. Isn't it beautiful? It's got my head all up in the clouds. I think I found it now. Yeah. Everything I want might be a miracle. I know I'm never coming down. I don't gotta worry about a single thing. I can feel the light coming down on me. Sunshine on my face. I got sunshine on my face. I don't gotta care in the world.
We started this morning, 6 hours ago, on the top of that bald patch on the near hill.
There is something gratifying about seeing all the progress we made this morning.
Yeah.
I don't gotta care in the world right now. Higher than the ceiling, breaking through the clouds. Sunshine on my face. I got sunshine on my face. Yeah. I got sunshine. I got sunshine. I got sunshine. I gotta let you know. It's so incredible. I'm finally letting go. Up, up and away, yeah, we go. I found my flow right on time, and now I know what it feels like to shine like gold. Up, up and away.
Alright, we made it to the very top of Bear Butte, the very end of the Centennial Trail, 126 miles. We have climbed through that entire mountain range of the Black Hills. We've finished our through hike. We'll be fine as long as we don't trip. Tripping would be fatal.